America is back.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions.
Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said.
The United States has paused intelligence sharing with Ukraine, the latest dramatic reversal in what had been vital military cooperation as Washington helped Kyiv battle a brutal Russian invasion. The move stands to significantly hamper Ukraine's ability to defend itself in the midst of the largest conflict in Europe since the Second World War. And it further piles pressure on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to cooperate with U.S. President Donald Trump's demands in convening peace talks with Russia. The decision, announced Wednesday by CIA Director John Ratcliffe, illustrates the Trump administration's willingness to play hardball with an ally to force it to the negotiating table just days after halting U.S. military aid to Kyiv. U.S. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz.
We have taken a step back and are pausing and reviewing all aspects of this relationship. But I just got off the phone before I walked out here with my counterpart, the Ukrainian National Security Advisor. We are having good talks on a location for the next round of negotiations, on delegations, on substance.
A day before Wednesday's announcement, Ukrainian lawmaker Serhiy Rachmanin expressed his concerns to Reuters about whether Washington would allow other partners to pass on information.
They
have the ability to limit the amount of information that our partners can share with us. That is, the problem here is not only and not so much about the restrictions on the information the United States have. The issue is what possible restrictions they may impose on the transfer of information from our partners.
On Monday, Washington halted military aid to Kyiv following a disastrous Oval Office meeting last week, in which Trump and Zelensky engaged in a shouting match before the world's media. The clash delayed the signing of a Ukraine-U.S. minerals deal. But on Tuesday, Trump said he received a letter from Zelensky in which the Ukrainian leader said he was willing to come back to the negotiating table. The White House says it's now reconsidering.
Adidas has put one big controversy behind it. The sportswear giant says it sold the last pair of Yeezy sneakers in the fourth quarter. It had developed the brand with rapper Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. The partnership became hugely profitable but had to be ditched after anti-Semitic rants by the singer. Adidas has since sold off its stock of Yeezy shoes, donating some of the proceeds to organisations fighting discrimination. The move has left it with a big hole to fill in the US, where the rapper's brand was very popular. The German firm is far from suffering overall, however. Worldwide, it saw growth of 12% last year, with some regions doing even better of late. In Latin America, sales were up by close to a third over the holiday quarter, while North America saw a rise of 15%. Adidas has enjoyed strong demand for retro-styled sneakers like its Samba and Gazelle lines. That has seen it gain market share in the US, capitalising on sagging sales at arch-rival Nike. Adidas now says it has the goal of being the top sportswear brand in every market outside the US. It has a new musical ally to help with that, rolling out a line of sneakers with American singer and designer Pharrell Williams. For the year ahead, it's now expecting growth to hit a high single-digit rate, still robust but slightly down on the previous 12 months. Shares in the firm fell in early trade Wednesday following that outlook.
I started in the industry when I was 10 years old. I grew up in front of the world, and for some reason people can't seem to grow up with me. Instead, they act like I'm supposed to stay frozen in time, like I should still look the way I did on Stranger Things Season 1. And because I don't, I'm now a target. I want to talk about some of the articles that have recently released while I'm on my press tour, and some of the writers who are so desperate to tear young women down. One article reads, "Why are Gen Zers like Millie Bobby Brown aging so badly?" Written by Lydia Hawkett. "What has Millie Bobby Brown done to her face?" Written by John Eli. Millie Bobby Brown mistaken for someone's mum as she guides younger sister Ava through LA. Written by Cassie Carpenter. Another article reads, "Little Britain's Matt Lucas takes savage swipe at Millie Bobby Brown's new mummy makeover look." Written by Beth Ann Edwards. Amplifying an insult rather than questioning why a grown man is mocking a young woman's appearance. This isn't journalism. This is bullying. The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices is disturbing.
From the tech taking over Barcelona to why bots are learning to look after Japanese seniors. This is AI Weekly. The new tech was front and centre at this year's Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. Among a host of new gadgets, Chinese phone maker Honor is setting good AI to catch bad AI. It showed off a phone which it says can detect deepfakes and alert users within 6 seconds. Honor also set out a $10 billion plan to expand into other AI devices, including PCs, tablets, and wearables. Speaking in Barcelona, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak insinuated that big players in AI were just paying lip service to demands for more regulation.
Everybody says AI should be regulated, but they just throw it out as a word because they're making AI. And I've said for years now how it should be regulated. You should know if you're reading something that came directly from AI, not from a human that interpreted it and put it in their own words. It's coming from AI. You should be told which AI, how was it trained, what sources on the internet was it trained on.
Japan is turning to AI to look after its old folk. At a lab in Tokyo, this robot is learning how to help someone put on socks. Developers say such tech will be essential as the number of elderly people keeps rising. One potential customer wasn't convinced though. Watching a demo, this 89-year-old said that it was a bit early to talk about robots taking over her care. Baidu is set to launch its latest bot in mid-March. That's according to Reuters sources. The Chinese tech giant's Ernie 4.5 is reported to be better at integrating different types of data, including text, video, images, and audio. And Amazon is using AI in Spain's Aragon region to reduce the risk of floods, like those that devastated parts of the country last year. It's using the tech to combine real-time data collection with advanced sensors and AI analysis. The system will monitor water flows and provide emergency services with an early warning of any impending flood. That will protect Amazon too, as it's spending billions on new data centers in the area.
Eurozone bond yields jumped on Wednesday morning, with 30-year German yields on course for their biggest one-day rise since the late 1990s. That's after the parties hoping to form Germany's next government agreed to seek a loosening of the country's debt brake. Germany aims to allow higher defence spending and will propose the creation of a $533 billion infrastructure fund. The country's 10-year bond yield rose 21 basis points to 2.7%, and 30-year yields rose to 3.07%, their biggest daily climb since October 1998. European shares also bounced back after their worst day in more than 6 months. The pan-European stock 600 was up over 1%. The benchmark index logged its worst day since August 2024 on Tuesday, as US President Donald Trump's new 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada took effect. Germany's construction firms and arms makers also jumped in Wednesday trade. The The country's defence companies are aiming for more capacity as Europe prepares to raise military spending and are eyeing the ailing car industry. It could be a shift to help revive the continent's biggest economy after 2 years of contraction. Manufacturers of tanks, radar and weapons are aiming to ramp up production as Europe responds to US pressure to take care of its own defences.